illumination, and I'm talking about the type of illumination that can light up a campsite, that could be good for lighting up a couple levels of your house, you know, maybe a power outage for a survival kit, you know, that you're really not worried about weight, but you do still want to keep it compact and small and use reasonable batteries that most people have laying around and they're very easy to access, like AAA or AA powered. I've been on a search to find that type of a lantern for quite a while that I'm really happy with. I have a really compact one for backpacking, and you know, I'm always kind of tweaking that system, but I just haven't found one that I can just purchase. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the system, and gives me the right illumination for, again, AAA or AA powered batteries. Well, today I think that Streamlight has produced a lantern that fits that bill. I want to introduce you today to the Streamlight Siege AA powered lantern. That's what we're going to be looking at today and really thinking through that concept and showing you the capabilities really of this lantern, and showing you what Streamlight has produced with this Siege AA. They have a few different models. They have, I believe, a C and a D powered as well, but I really wanted to go with the AA system because I have AA's and AAA powered systems. I don't use a lot of C and D batteries. They're big, they're heavy, and I just don't enjoy using them. So I'm really excited today to kind of introduce you and walk us through together the Streamlight Siege and show you what it has to offer with a AA powered system and a AA powered lantern. So let's go ahead and get to it. A few of the dimensions on the Streamlight are that it is 5.5 inches overall length from top to bottom. You're going to get a diameter on the bottom here of 2.3 inches, and then it's going to weigh 8.8 ounces with the 3 batteries in there. So nice, under 10 ounces with the batteries included for the power, the longevity, all the things that we're looking at here today of this Streamlight is fantastic. Now there are a few different attachment points here for this lantern, which is really cool. Now the first thing down here at the foot, we have a really good stable foot. This isn't going to get knocked over by the wind or even bumping it slightly, you know, as you're moving around your campsite. It has really good grippy rubberized feet down here, which really grab to whatever you rested on, but it has a hidden carabiner attachment. This is really cool, that it's going to allow you to attach it to all sorts of different things, the top of your tent, different things like that, and then it stows away and bounces into place when you're not using it, which is really cool. Then here at the top, they give you this kind of hidden arm here, so it kind of just rests right there. Then you can lift it up, walk around with your campsite with it if you need to, or hang it on different things like this as well. Even this little hook right here is this is all kind of a grippy rubber coating. Can even be latched onto different, like the shoulder of a counter or something like that, and it'll kind of grip there and hang out there if you needed it to. So lots of different attachment points for this lantern. Now the batteries sit here in the bottom. It's just a little turn right there, bam, and they pop into place, and then you just have a nice setup, very easy to install. And it does come with a D-ring as well, and it is water tested to IPX7 and is able to be submerged in 1 meter of water. Along with that level of waterproof capability, they also claim that even with the batteries, this little guy right here will float. And it does. Awesome. Really cool to see that. So this may be a great lantern to carry on a kayaking or rafting trip, river trip. This may be awesome, so you can easily snag it back if it were to go overboard. The top diffusing lens is able to be removed as well. You just give it a turn and it removes. It does have an O-ring as well to keep it watertight in there, and then there is the bulb, and that will give it extra brightness and not as spread out. It won't be as diffused as well. It'll be very bright and a little hard to look at, but if you need extra light, there is that capability as well. I want to hit price with you real quick. We'll have links in the description below to Amazon. That's always a great way to help support the channel when you use those hyperlinks over to Amazon. This sucker is going for $25. That's what I paid to pick, and picked it up for. And I'm very, very pleased with that price point. I mean, there are some that are floating around like 18 to 20, but they don't produce the type of lumens and the type of power and just consistency that I'm seeing in this Streamlight. We've even reviewed one, I believe it is a UST. It was okay, but it's not competing with this Streamlight. Now, an awesome aspect to this lantern, and we're seeing this more and more in the light and lantern community is that this does offer you a red light night vision feature, which is great. You just hold down the button for a few seconds and then it will go to a red light. That red light is going to give you 0.7 lumens, so not a lot of lumens, but it will give you 0.7 lumens for 8 days. And then if you need an emergency help and emergency assistance, you can tap it again and you cycle through, and then it will blink SOS for 12 days like that. Which is awesome that it gives you that capability, and I've been very pleased with that performance as well. Now let's go ahead and discuss the main thing, the lumens and the hours and how this all works together. Now I love the fact that when you push the button turns green, so you know right where it's at. When you hit it the first time, that's going to go to the lowest lumens, which is 50 lumens. That will run you 37 hours. That's awesome. Really gives you a good throw. This is going to cover about the size of a picnic table at your campsite, or give you decent throw inside a large family tent. So that's a very good lumen, 50 lumens with that lens that they give you on top of it, and then the 37 hours. So it's going to take days and days of using this thing before the batteries die out on you and you're going to need to replace it. Then as we cycle through here, if you double tap it, it's going to go to the medium setting. And the medium setting is 100 lumens, so we're doubling the lumen power. And we're cutting the battery life a little bit more than half, 15.5 hours of battery life at 100 lumens. This is going to give you a little bit more throw. This will definitely cover about half a campsite. It's going to definitely give you really good brightness in your family-sized tents. Fulfill, definitely cover the whole kitchen area in your house if the power went out, that type of thing, and is going to give you again that long battery life. So I'm also pleased just with the lumen to battery life. That's always something I'm looking at. That may be great that it gives me good lumens, but is it going to die in 3 hours? No, this is going to die in 15.5 hours at the medium setting of 100 lumens. Then finally, if we hit it 3 times, we're going to go to the highest setting. That is 200 lumens, and that's going to run us 7 hours. So this is really where you have a large area that you need to see really well and really clearly. Again, it could be when you're cleaning up, for the night at your campsite. You just need to, you have a really large tent, maybe it's your camper, you have a really large area at your house that you need to flood light with. It does a great job. 7 hours is decent, particularly at that power range, in the fact that I have lower settings, so I can definitely extend the battery life. 7 hours is a great period of time that I can use, and it is going to work great for me and what I'm looking for in a high power setting. So folks, let's go ahead and bring this video to a close. I got to tell you, I love the Siege, and if you've been thinking about it, or now having seen this video, you're like, yep, I think this might be the one. It is. I have yet to find a AA powered lantern that's compact as this is, offers the capabilities that it does, and at a price point that it's coming in at, with just the quality level that we know from Streamlight. They've been around for quite a while and know their business when it comes to illumination. So folks, I really hope that this video has helped you out with your lighting systems and shown you how the Siege from Streamlight either will or will not fit inside one of your systems. As always, check us out on all the relevant social media. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on this lantern. And as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.